Good morning, and it is still morning. It's 11:26. I got about 30 minutes to come on and talk about a subject that needs to be talked about. And I'm actually surprised that more people are not made aware of this. Y'all, I got to get into my email. I've been trying to get into this email. Let me move this over so I can try to get into this email while I'm talking to you. Good morning. As you come in, let me know the city, state, and country that you're coming to me from. Let me know your first name if you want to share. Good morning. But we're going to have a conversation. And once you've listened to this conversation, you should be good. You should have no issues moving forward with your dating game or your relationship game. Once I give this conversation to most of my clients, anything that happens after that, I don't have no words. You get what you get and you don't have a fit, as the little kids say. So we need to have a good, healthy conversation. It will not let me sign in to this crazy thing. And it's basically this. I am seeing too many people, too many adults using short-term dating strategies and wanting to get long-term relationships. Those two things don't go together. Okay? You cannot use short-term mating and dating strategy and get a healthy, happy, long-term relationship. You must use long-term dating and mating strategies to get long-term relationships. Do you understand? So if you want to get married one day, if you want to get engaged one day, if you want to have a lifelong partnership and live together, y'all know I don't promote that. You know I don't promote that. But some of y'all come under my post. Well, what if you don't want to get married? Marriage ain't for everybody. Okay, do you? I don't promote that. But if you want long term, you must start off using long-term dating and mating strategies. Yes, you need a strategy. You cannot just stumble out here in the world and do whatever you want and think you're going to have success. That nowhere in life will that work out. So why should your love life be any different? Why should dating and mating be any different? You don't do that for school. You don't do that for work. Good morning from Houston, Texas. Good morning. I got Beulah Land, South Carolina. Andrew, good morning. Just going to say good morning real quick. Dallas, Texas, good morning. Let me know where you're coming to us from. Okay? But nowhere in life can you just stumble out in the world and get a measure of success. And you certainly can't do that in love or dating or long-term relationship or engagement or marriage. You need a strategy for life, for your work, for your school, for your relationships, for your dating, all of it. For parenting, you need a strategy. I don't know where you're thinking that, I'm just going to wake up every day and live, and that's going to get me a good life. That's going to get me what I want. It isn't. It isn't. You're going to live a very, confused, frustrated life. People who have a measure of success, they have strategy. And for some reason, you all do not want to use strategy when it comes to dating and mating. That for some reason, that's not sexy. That's not romantic. But answer me this. Look out here in the world. Look out. Just open up your phone. Well, you on your phone right now. Open up your phone. Get on social media. Get on Facebook. Open up your computer. Just open your eyes. Look on the television. Look on all the shows. What is happening? Really ask yourself, what is happening? So you'd rather have a dumpster fire. You'd rather have a mess than me teach you a strategy to actually get what it is you want, because you want it to be romantic. You want it to be sexy. Okay, So getting cheated on, getting lied to, getting sexually transmitted diseases, getting pregnant by people you don't know, getting ghosted, getting used and abused. All that's romantic? All that's sexy? I think not. It really isn't. All this mess we have going on out here today, and you'd rather that over me teaching you a strategy? Me teaching you a system in which to get what you say you want? Yeah, that's how it works. Please let us know. Hello, Pear. Let us know where you're coming to us from. Let us know where you're coming to us from, city, state, or country. But I have had too many clients in the last 2 weeks come to me and tell me stories about how they met up with the person, met them on a dating app, met them at a party, met them at a bar, and go into what I call short-term mating strategy. And then 2 months, 3 months, 7, 10, a year later, why do we have all these problems? Why is the relationship blowing up? Why, is all of this happening? Because you use short-term mating strategies. Short-term mating strategies get you short-term results. So if you want to have a summer fling, if you want to have a love affair, a temporary love affair, if you want to have a love affair over spring break, if you want to have a love affair over Christmas break or for the summer, right? If you want to get cuffed for the winter and get cut off by the spring, that's what short-term mating strategies will get you. But what I find so interesting is people will use short-term mating strategies and try to turn it into something long-term. They'll try to make it into something real. They'll try to turn it into an engagement or marriage. And then when it blows up, what happened? Sweetheart, you did not use long-term mating strategies. That's what happened. You went in, you led with your wallet or your sexuality. That's the thing you gave out. You gave out a bunch of money. You gave out a fancy experience. You gave out a trip. You flew somebody out, right? You led with your wallet, or you had your stuff out. You had your backside out. You had the titties out, and you led with your body. You led with your sexuality. You laid down with that person in a matter of a few days or maybe on the same night. And how many times do I have to tell y'all this? The people that's happened to, that they turned it into a long-term, lifetime situation is 5%. It's 5%. That's not most of y'all. 95% of y'all, that's not going to happen. I don't teach that 5%. I don't teach the exception. I teach the rule. That's why I'm telling you, doing those sort of things are not going to lead to the results that you say you want. So here's the thing, y'all. This is what I be telling people. You use those sort of strategies and you get 2 or 3 months of fun. You get 4 months of fun, 5 months of fun. Okay. Like in my mind, that's success. And they're like, what are you talking about? I want to be with this person. I thought we had a future together. No, you don't. You used a strategy that got you a roll in the hay, maybe a couple of rolls in the hay. You used a strategy that got you used for your funds. That's it. That's where that was going. If you wanted something long-term, you should have used a long-term strategy. What does long-term strategy look like, Miss Anita? What does long-term strategy look like? I am someone's wife. So I'm not going to lead with my vagina. I'm not going to have all my body out. I am what's called a sage archetype woman. Okay? You are going to stimulate this first. You are going to feel the femininity. You're going to feel the sensuality and the sexuality. But not in the physical form. You're going to feel it here. You're going to feel it through the conversation. You're going to feel it through my smile. Okay? I'm not handing out free cookies. I'm not giving out free samples. Okay? It's far too expensive to give you a free sample. That's not going to happen. But I will use this. I will use my words. I will use my warmth. I will use my sweetness and my kindness. I will use my dark femininity, my light femininity, all the things. But I will not give you the most intimate part of me until you appreciate this. You appreciate the whole woman that's attached to the vagina. You commit. We are in something committed. We are engaged or we are married. Okay? That's a long-term mating strategy. That is going to weed out. That's going to separate the wheat from the chaff, as they say. You'll find out what the person is really about when you use long-term mating strategy. But see, y'all are out here, using short-term mating strategy, and that's actually what you're getting. So in my opinion, it's successful. You got exactly what you started as you mean to go. You started with a short-term strategy and you got short-term results. But no, baby, I'm talking long-term over here. So if you can go 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, being consistent and calling Anita and going out with her and spending time with her and, all the things, if you can do that, okay, we might have something. But I am letting you know that, yes, that's what I'm looking for. Long-term success. I'm not looking for a roll in the hay. I'm not looking for a summer fling. I'm not looking to get cuffed in the winter and cut off in the spring. I'm looking for a year-round, all the time, husband. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a man that wants to take responsibility. I'm looking for a man who wants to partner. I'm looking for a man who wants all the benefits of a sage archetype woman. That's what I'm looking for. I make kings. That's what we do. Okay? I upgrade you. I'm looking for long term. But see, I'm leading with that energy. I'm not leading with short-term energy. I'm leading with long-term energy. And guess what? When you lead with that long-term energy, the short-term people, they just fall away, fall away, fall away. The short-term people just fall away because they're like, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, ain't nobody. Okay. I'm getting the results I want, which is if you're not interested in anything long-term, that's okay. We're not a good fit for each other. Please go somewhere else. Find someone that wants to have a fling with you. Find someone that wants to be your friends with benefits or be involved in some sort of situationship. That's not me. That's it. Find someone that wants that. But ladies, and I am specifically talking to the ladies, I'm hearing too many stories where you want to start off using short-term mating strategies, but you want to change the game in the 9th inning. Well, I want it to be real. No, baby, that's not how it works. You must start as you mean to go. And that's what's hemming a lot of y'all up. Somebody has lied to you. Somebody has told you that you can turn a friends with benefits into your husband. Or you can turn a situationship into your husband. 5%. 5% of people do that. Most of you will not. Because that man has already put you in the category of mattress, not marriage. Okay? Hear me well. It's on you. It's the women that are falling short today. And they're wanting to blame the men, but you really can't. You cannot blame a man for you not having boundaries. You cannot blame a man for you not having standards and having boundaries. No, you can't blame him for that. That's you. That's you, baby. You have to start as you mean to go. You got exactly what you were supposed to get. Short-term results. You got a man that wanted to roll around with you, have fun with you, go out with you. And when you bring on the long-term pain, the long-term moodiness, the long-term crap that come with every single person when you with them long-term. Oh, no, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. Go on with that. Go on now. I don't want this. I signed up for fun. I signed up for a roll in the hay over and over. I didn't sign up for all this emotion. I didn't sign up for you to be sick. I didn't sign up for you to lose your job. I didn't sign up for any of this. And you wondering why you getting the results you getting. Ladies, you must use long-term mating strategies to have long-term relationships. Number one, stop leading with your sexuality. Stop showing everything you got. Stop getting physical with a man on the first, second, third date, first, second, third month. Use this. To me, can I keep it a buck? Can I keep it real? Women like that don't have anything else. Women like that have to lead with their sex, they don't have anything else to offer. And the man knows it. The man knows you don't have anything else. You relying so heavily on, I got to sex you and hook you. And y'all believe the lie that sex will hook a man. Baby, like I said, when are y'all going to learn? When are you going to learn that ain't no sex going to keep no man, ain't no baby going to keep no man? You can barely keep a man and he marry you and he give you a ring and he give you his last name. And you think some sex going to keep a man? You think a baby going to keep a man? No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. If you ain't never heard it before, you just heard it from me. You being foolish. You being foolish if that's what you really think. So no, you need long-term mating strategy. What does that look like? Again, stop leading with your sexuality. Stop dressing in a way, again, leading with your sexuality. So even if you're not sleeping with a man, if you're dressing a certain way, you're being a tease. Don't do that. Then you're gonna say with words. So you're gonna say with words, hey, I'm looking for something real. I'm looking for something long term. I'm looking to get married. I'm looking to, have a long-term partnership. I'm looking at whatever it is you're looking for. I promote marriage, so that's what I'm gonna say. So you say it with words, then you do it. Once you say it, your actions show that's what you're looking for. So you're not on your back the first date, the second date, the third date. You're not on your knees. You sitting across the table from a man. You sitting next to him doing something. That's what you're doing. And you using this, you smiling, you giving energy, you're listening. Oh, really? You're doing all the things. But a lot of women that are leading with sex, they don't have anything else to offer. And sex is not a way to hook a man. The price of sex is in hell. That it's free 99. Everybody's giving that. Give a man something other than that. Okay? Okay. That man gotta want to be kept. Yeah, I agree. But the woman has got to lead with a certain energy. And when you lead with sex, when you lead with your sexuality, here's the other thing a lot of women do, and I'm going to speak on it because there's a lot of nice girls out there. So not only are you leading with sex, you're leading with, cooking and cleaning and what can I do for you and buying him things and all of that. I bring my raw feminine essence. That's it. I bring my raw feminine essence, my sage wisdom. I bring my intellect. I bring, my humor. I bring my interests and all the things that make me interesting. That's what I bring. I don't need to give and do. I don't need to lay on my back for a man to want to spend time with me. Ladies, we have to start develop something other than your sexuality. Develop something other than your beauty. Your beauty gets a man to cross the street, right? Oh, look at that. Oh my God. But guess what keeps him interested is everything else. What's in your mind, what comes out of your mouth, your attitude. Those are things that are like, oh my God, I've hit the jackpot. She's amazing looking, and she's actually amazing. She's actually about something. That's it. But develop that other side of yourself. So you getting surgeries, you getting your hair done, you getting your nails done and your lashes and all the things. Okay. Because men are visual. 100%. 100%. Men are visual. And that is simply getting them to cross the street. That's simply getting their attention. And women are great at that. Most women are pretty darn great at that. Guess what most women suck at? Maintaining a connection, maintaining something real. And a lot of it is the lack of standards, the lack of boundaries, just letting a man, like, it's like opening the door to your store and letting that man come in and pick out anything he wants and leave him with it. No, it costs. It costs. You see this store? I'm in the business of making money. Okay. I don't let people come to my store and just run through it and get anything they want and leave out. How is that good for me? It benefits you. How does it benefit me? And remember, relationships are mutually beneficial. They're not transactional, but they are reciprocal. So you're not going to run through my body. You're not going to run through, my good home cooking and my cleaning and my watching your child and watching your dog and driving you here and taking. No. Those things will not be used and abused. The relationship will be reciprocal. And ladies, you should not be the giver and the doer. You are in a role reversal when you do that. I've spoken on this too many times. Giving a man money. How many times do I have to say, stop giving men money? How many times? Y'all don't listen. And you think that man can feel good about himself. You think that man can truly cherish you because you're funding whatever it is he's asking you to fund? No, he's a man. He has to go out there and make his way. What makes him feel really good about himself is him taking care of you, not the other way around. So no, 402 Marine, thank you for buying a badge. Thank you so much. I so appreciate your support. We had a comment here from K Jackson 863. I'm sure you're worth all of that time. We'll always weed out men from the boys. Marriage is the best union. Through the good and bad, relationship is more than sex. That's right. That's right. And at the end of the day, if you are a healthy, conscious, divinely masculine man, you want a good woman by your side. You want you want to be quarterback and you want a running back. Okay? And y'all are a team. You are a winning team that makes things happen. Like all of this foolishness that we got out here with men running all around and being with this one and that one. And here's the thing. Men can't even fulfill their God-given purpose because they are knee deep in some, you know what, knee deep in some coochie. You can't even truly fulfill the purpose that God put on your life because you're so distracted by all the coochie. Okay? And I'm going to keep it real, fellas. These women, especially nowadays, I've been telling my mother, I said, Mom, you would be shocked to see how these women are. You would be disgusted to see how far women have fallen. So these women have spirits on them. And their spirit is attaching to you, all that foolishness that you got on you every time you go inside of that woman. Her spirit is attaching to you. If she ain't about nothing, if she full of a bunch of drama, and if she don't have nothing to lose, now she trying to get pregnant by you, thinking that's going to hook you, knowing it ain't. That's not going to hook no man. That's not going to keep no man around. He going to go about his business and send you a check every month. That's what he going to do. Please protect yourself. Y'all out here sleeping around without condoms like AIDS has been eradicated. Like herpes has been eradicated. Like HPV has been eradicated. Like there's no sexually transmitted diseases that can kill you. That can kill you or permanently alter your life. Y'all are out here screwing without protection. I mean, it's mind altering. It is absolutely mind altering. And sleeping with people on the first date. And even if you do use a condom, so the condom breaks, the condom slips off. Y'all know there are STDs that you can get even when you're wearing a condom. You know that? Because of the skin-to-skin contact. Did you know that? So the condom But you think the condom somehow is some form of protection. It don't protect your heart. There ain't no condom for your heart. You get used and abused. Now you can't bond with the person you really want to be with. You can't truly fall in love and bond with the person you really want to be with. because you done had all of this other foolishness happen. So, I kid y'all not, I can't make this up. But the bottom line is this. Using short-term dating strategies will get you short-term results. So leading with sexuality, leading with your wallet, if you're a gentleman or a lady. Just leading with giving and doing and being a nice girl and being codependent and, trying all the things. That will get you short-term results. That will not get you long-term results. Sherman 3XS says, credit check, health check, check everything or keep moving. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't even know if that's the answer. Like I said, people are treacherous out here. They are treacherous. Treacherous. Now, let me be honest. I'm willing to make those investments if you're going to be my husband. Like what I look like, checking your credit, checking your sexual health, checking your background, doing all of that just to have a fling? No, I'll do all of that if you're going to be my husband. And outside of that, I'm cool. I'm cool. We just won't be nothing. I definitely will do all of that for the man that's going to become my husband. But to me, that's a lot of investment just to have a fling, just to get some sex. And can I keep it real? If y'all made people get tested to have sex with you, y'all would have a whole lot less sex. like that would solve your problem right there. If you required that a person go and get tested with you. No, not bring the paperwork, not bring the fake paperwork. Go to a clinic, go to a doctor's office and get tested together. If you actually did that, half of y'all wouldn't even be having sex. Because half of these, I don't want to do that. What? What is that? What do you mean? What is that? Half of y'all wouldn't even be having sex. That would cut it 50% right there. Because half of these people you're out here having sex with that you don't know, they're not going through all that trouble. Baby, they here tonight. I'm here tonight. I want to get laid tonight. Ain't nobody trying to wait till Monday morning till the clinic open and go to the clinic with you. I'm here tonight. That's the type of people y'all are dealing with. When you out here having sex off of dating apps. Oh, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Let me share this real quick and then I got to get off of here. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with this, but a client made me familiar with, are we dating the same guy? So that's a Facebook group that they have in all these major cities all over the country. Are we dating the same guy? That's what it's called. And so women join this Facebook group. And if they are dating men or if they're in a relationship with a man, they will post his picture and his first name and say, hey, anybody got tea on him? Any red flags on him? Or, hey, I'm thinking about dating this guy off of Tinder, dating this guy off of Hinge or blah-de-de-blah, right? They'll put his picture up. They'll put his name. Or some people don't put the picture. They just put his name. And do y'all know him, right? The stories that come back are horrific. Like, I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. The stories that these women tell from this process in their city of these men that are on, and y'all, there are predators. There are sociopaths on these dating apps. That's why I keep telling you to stay away from them. And y'all don't want to listen. You don't want to listen. I got nothing for you because you don't want to listen. There are predators on these dating apps. The dating app is a playground for predators, a playground for pedophiles, asking you, how old are your children? How old's your daughter? What kind of question is that for a man to ask you in a phone call or on what? Y'all, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. So you have got to find some other way. And and look, I want you to listen to this. That does not mean that if you meet a man in public, that you don't use the same vetting strategy. You use the same vetting strategy. It does not matter if if my mother introduced me to a man tonight, I use the same vetting strategy. The same vetting strategy applies. It does not matter how I met him. It does not matter who introduced me. It does not matter what, none of that matters. I have taught you all the vetting strategy. I've taught you the game. That applies wherever you meet a man. But I'm just letting you know that the dating apps is full of predators. It's full of dangerous men. And for some reason, these are the men that y'all want. You got to really check yourself. These predators, these sociopaths, these narcissistic personalities, these are the men y'all want. And I can't feel bad for you. I can't. I cannot feel bad for you. These, for some reason, these are the men that y'all want to be with. These are the men that y'all want to meet on the app and go home with them and have sex with them and get what you get. These are the men. The 10% of men that may be fine, may be tall, may make a lot of money or whatever they got going on, right? And that allows these men to take advantage of 90% of women because they know, hey, I got the formula. I'm making this money. I drive this car. I dress this way. I got this beard. I'm a handsome guy. I'm tall. They have the formula. But see, what y'all fail to realize is sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissistic personality disorder, avoidant men. It is estimated that 65% of the men on dating apps are some form of avoidant. Fearful avoidant, dismissive avoidant, sociopath, psychopath, narcissistic personality, but y'all keep using the dating apps. So, like I said, y'all are grown. You're going to do what you're going to do. That's why I gave you the vetting strategy. The vetting strategy happens no matter how you meet a man. I can be introduced to a man by a trusted friend, and I'm going to put him through his paces just like everybody else. No one gets a pass. Okay? But y'all keep wanting to use these apps. I just don't understand it. Dating apps should do this, Miss Anita, would save women a lot of headache. Yeah. But they, honestly, the apps, when you're having sex here and there, those spirits attached to you. Yes, they do. But the apps, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why they're not truly vetting men, the reason why they're not running true background checks and all these other checks is because they're in it to make money. They don't give a damn about you. I don't know why people can't figure that out. Dating apps could care less about you. They could care less about your health. They could care less about your safety. They don't care. They care about making money. And that's what they're doing, hand over fist. Because the culture, you have been enculturated, you've been indoctrinated to believe that that's now the way to meet people. That's the only way to meet people, Anita. It's dating apps. We have to use dating apps. Okay. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. She says, across the board, both men and women need to do better at vetting and being aware of what happens when you don't. Yep. Vetting strategies. Yep. Every woman should have them. Still standing. Yep. You need a vetting strategy. That's all I talk about on my page. That's all I do. I wrote a whole book. Wrote a whole book on it. This is your blueprint. That's your vetting strategy. Pick it up on Amazon. Choose well. A simple formula to determine the best man for you. That's your dating strategy. But see, women don't like it because it's not romantic. It's not sexy. I just want it to happen organically. I shouldn't have to do a background check. I shouldn't have it. And you're going to get what you get. Now, y'all done already heard Risa Tisa, right? Already heard her, 50 part, whatever it was. Okay? Girlfriend made more mistakes. It's a cautionary tale. So I'm glad she told it. I'm not mad. I am not mad. I'm glad she told that story. Her story is a cautionary tale for every single woman. There are men put on the planet that will destroy you. And guess what? That's their intention. That's their intention. That's what a lot of women truly don't grasp. It is their intention to get everything they can from you and poof, pow, be gone. I will go on to the next. And y'all out here, oh, they have good intentions. They don't mean nothing. Listen to this. Until you married to a good, conscious, divine, masculine man, it's your job to protect yourself. Now, if you got a good father, if you got a good daddy, it's his job to protect you too. If you got a good granddaddy, if you got a load of uncles like I do, you got two brothers, one older, one younger, yeah, it's their job to protect you. But until you're married, you have to protect you. I don't trust a man until he's my husband. I don't 100% trust him until he's my husband. And you know why? Because that man has committed to me legally. He's committed to me under God. So we have a legal contract. We have a covenant. So how bad he gonna do me? Because he like, well, I done invested in Anita. I done put all this time and energy and effort and money into Anita. And I done did this and I done went here and I done like most men. Let me give y'all a little pro tip. Most men are not gonna blow up their own investment. That's why women have men invest in them. Most men are not going to walk away from their investment. They're not going to blow up something they've been investing in. That doesn't make sense. Something they've been taking care of, something that they've been paying for or been doing, spending time with. They're not just going to walk away and blow it all up. But honestly, with these short-term mating strategies that y'all are using, of course that's what they do because the men aren't invested. These men are not invested in you. You giving them some coochie on the first night? And what did he do? He probably didn't even take you on no date. You met him at the club and your loins got to tingling and his loins got to tingling. And you went and gave him your precious body in one night. That man will get up the next day and never think of you again. He has made zero investment in you. Of course he's leaving. Of course he's going off. Of course he's ghosting you. Because, okay, so I'm not losing anything. I'm not losing a whole lot of time. I'm not losing a whole lot of resources. I'm not losing anything. I got what I came for and I'm going about my business. Wake up. Wake up. This is starting to become an epidemic. And there's no reason for it. You have people like me. You have people like Mina. You have people like, what's her name? Gabrielle. You have lots of femininity channels. You have lots of women that are all saying the same thing. You have to know your worth and value. You have to bring your feminine essence back. And you have to bring exclusivity back. You have to bring, this is exclusive. Everybody can't have this. We have to bring that back. Right now, like I said, the price of sex, it's worthless. It's worthless. And that's why men are like, I can get some coochie anywhere. I can get some booty anywhere. I can get this anywhere. So what? So what? So what? It's totally worthless to most men. And now, let me tell y'all what y'all competing with now. Now you competing with pornography. You competing with on-demand booty, titties, and all. It's just on demand. Oh, Anita's at work. Let me pull out my phone. I can get my swerve on right now. I don't need to wait for Anita. Anita's with her kids. Anita's out doing something. Let me pull out my phone. Let me pull out my computer. That's what you competing with. And it's like, y'all are trying to be living, breathing pornography stars. It's crazy. You're trying to embody that in real life. It is absolutely nuts. I don't understand how we got there. I just don't. I don't. All right, let me look at y'all comments and then I'm getting ready to go. Alta said, I'm allergic to dating apps. Yuck, I know that's right. Ugh. No, thank you. Can I buy the book on your website? You can buy it on Amazon because my website is down. I got all kind of problems with my website right now, y'all. You can buy it on Amazon. So choose well. A simple formula to determine the best man for you. You can buy it on Amazon. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, we got to make some changes. We have to make some changes. And this is why I do what I do. I am very passionate about bringing back femininity, bringing back virtue, bringing back exclusivity, bringing back, like, not everybody can access me. Okay? I'm very passionate about that because I think women, we are nailing our own coffin shut. And we want to blame men at every turn. The patriarchy and can I be real? Women had more value under the patriarchy. Oh, I just said it. I can't believe I just said that. Women had more value under patriarchy. So even if men thought we were less or we were the weaker sex, they treated us better. They treated us like we were better than them, like we had real value. And now you got strangers. You got strangers on the internet talking to women crazy, calling women horrible names, women they don't even know. That just calling them horrible names in the comment section, talking to them crazy, all kinds of, I can't make this up. I never thought I would live to see this day, and yet here it is. And I'm in my right mind to see it. I said, maybe it'll happen when I'm 80 or 90, and I won't be in my right mind and won't be on here talking to y'all, and yet here it is. Men attacking women in the comment section that they don't even know. They don't know nothing about. That woman could be a virgin. That woman could be married for the last 30 years. That woman could be virtuous and a wonderful, and they're just talking crazy. And women I want to blow up the patriarchy. We had more value then. Y'all really don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Men actually were chivalrous. Men actually wanted to take care of us. They wanted us to be at home, chilling, raising their kids, taking care of the house. And now y'all done drunk this Kool-Aid that puts you out into the workforce, out of your natural essence, out here stressed out. Some of y'all making more money than the men you with, but yet you still got to have the baby. You still got to nurse the baby. And you out here just doing everything. And then, let's add insult to injury. You got to come home. You got to come home and he expect you to keep the house up and he expect you to cook and he expect you to do all the domestic stuff. And you out here making more than him. That's what y'all signed up for. That's what a lot of y'all signed up for. It is. I never thought I would see this day. I never thought, because you really believe that the men have it so great. Oh, the men have it so great. I want to be a man. I want to do what men do. They have it so great. And now you see. And then this is the worst part of all. You see what life is really like for a man, and yet you don't have the nature. You don't have the wherewithal to withstand the pressure like a man could. Men love working. Every man I know has more than one job, more than one gig. Like they live and die for it. They live to work. They live to provide. They live to make money. That fuels them. It fuels them to have more than one job, more than one business, more than one. It fuels them. Can I keep it real? Half of y'all ladies, they got one job. Some of y'all ladies got a part-time job and y'all breaking under the pressure. You breaking under the pressure. You on antidepressants. You on anti-anxiety. Your hair's coming out. You can't reproduce. You have problems with your fertility. You're not designed to do that. That's not in your nature. Okay? And you can feel however you want to feel about it. It's not in your nature to do what men do. You do not get true fulfillment from going out here and breaking your back and making a bunch of money for what? And you don't have no kids. You don't have no friends. You don't have no real relationships. That's not how we're designed. Women are relational. That's what's most important to us. And yet, y'all want to be men so bad. Y'all want to do what men do so bad. You do. You want to be men. You want to go out here and break your back and work 80 hours a week and you get what you get. And then look, you you turn 30, maybe 35, and that nature comes calling. That biological clock comes calling, like, I just feel like it's something else I should be doing. Like, why don't I feel fulfilled? Like, I got this job, I make all this money, but it's just like something is missing. Something is missing. I just don't know. I just don't feel happy. Because you're not doing what God designed you to do. You're not nurturing anything. You're not growing anything. You're not teaching anything. You're not using your creativity and your skills. But you're out here like a workhorse, building businesses and making a bunch of money and buying a bunch of crap. And yet, something is missing. Deep down, something is missing. So, I just never thought we'd see this day where we are in this role reversal, and it doesn't work. It does not work. There have been studies that prove that this role reversal does not work. Women who make more money than their husbands are not happy. Okay? And guess what? The men are not happy. That role reversal does not work. When men make less money, that's when they're prone to depression. That's when they're prone to anxiety. When they are underemployed or unemployed, that's what takes men out. Okay? They need to work. They are built to work. And the opposite is true of women. When women work all the time and make all the money, and they're the primary breadwinner or the sole breadwinner, they're more depressed. They're more anxious. That's not fulfilling. That doesn't make them feel good. And yet, because the culture is telling you something different, like some of you all are literally under the strain. You're under the weight of it. Your actual reality is telling you what the truth is, but the culture says we're the same. Men and women are the same. I should be able to work like a man. I should be able to do what men do. Why do I feel so bad? Like you're actually living it. And you refuse to accept the truth. Why do I feel so bad? Because that's not in your nature. That's not in your nature. I am designed to nurture. I am designed to be creative. I am designed to pour into people, to influence people. I am designed to just do all kinds of amazing, wonderful things. I bring life into the world. I feed and nurture that life. I guide it and direct that life. That's what I'm designed to do. I can't tell you how many friends I have. And they say, Anita, like, you don't ever get down. You don't ever get depressed. That's not true. I have very brief stints of, I'm sick of y'all. Like, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of the world. I'm sick of how the world is going. But would I call it depression? No, I do not suffer from depression. Would I call it anxiety? No, I do not suffer from anxiety, right? I just get sick of y'all. That's what it is. It's a very short, like, damn, I'm sick of the world. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of what they doing. Like, that's what I go through. But do I have depression? Never. And people say, why? Why is that? Because I do what God designed me to do. I go down the river. I put my boat in and let it take me down the river. I follow nature, right? When I need to rest, I rest. I've been napping the last 3 days, y'all. It's been pouring down rain for 3 days, and Anita's been napping in the middle of the day. As a matter of fact, let me look at my schedule now. I have a nap scheduled today at 3 o'clock. Anita's going to take a nap because Anita's spirit is sensitive. Okay, Anita's feminine spirit needs to be rejuvenated and needs to rest. And I have a sensitive spirit. I don't work like a workhorse. I don't get up at 6 a.m. and go to bed at 12 midnight. I am feminine. Okay, I have to protect my energy. So yeah, I be taking naps and then I get 8 to 9 hours sleep at night. Anita don't play about her rest. I rest. Okay, I take breaks. I take breaks from social media because sometimes y'all get on my nerves. But I follow nature. I do exactly what nature tells me to do. Oh, time to have a baby? Have a baby. Nurture a pet or an animal, get a pet, right? Go out and grow vegetables in the garden. Oh, start growing vegetables, right? Oh, make something delicious and homemade for your family to eat. Oh, cook something nutritious. That's it. Put beautiful art on the wall, paint, sing, dance, like all of these creative things, sew things, make things, right? That's what I do. That's what God designed me to do. Okay? When my children were younger, I used to sew their little outfits. I used to sew. That was like I did that for like 10 years where I was obsessed with sewing. So I would sew their little outfits and sew all their little stuff and they would wear it and I would be so proud. I have not sewn in probably 15 years. But I used to do it when my children were younger, when I was staying at home. That was one of my domestic creative projects, was sewing. And so, yes, I felt very fulfilled. I felt very peaceful, very calm. That's what God designed me to do. And ladies are missing that. We're missing the boat. And then we're wondering why we're having problems with our fertility. We're wondering why, we're depressed, we're anxious, we're frustrated, we're not partnered. We wonder why. But that has a lot to do with it. All right, she says, God, is this a lady or a man? God bless you always for sharing this wisdom, and I pray the message touches someone for a change today. Thank you, January 17th. My birthday's in January too, so I don't know if that's when your birthday is. But somebody has to say it. Somebody has to say it. And trust me, y'all, I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of crazy comments. I get a lot of crazy DMs. I delete them. I don't even look at them. I just slide it into the little red, come and delete it. Because, like I said, I come from a different generation. Someone has to say it. Someone has to say it. And when you look around and you see how life is going, you see how the world is going, it's crazy to me that people think that my traditional values are horrible. Really? So you think what we got going on now is good? Like, what? Really? You think that the dating app culture, the hookup culture, the depression culture, the anxiety, the medication, everybody, wow, that's good? Like, that's better? Really? That's what you're thinking? Yeah, no. Nobody's going to convince me that what we're doing now is better. You're not. And I'm not going to convince you that what I was doing was better. But it definitely ain't what we're doing now. What we're doing now is leading us down a road to hell. That's what I'm going to say. K Jackson 863 says, please continue to do what God requires you to do. Health and VA true. Yes, I sure will. I sure will. I will be the girl. I will be forever the girl. Yes, and that is what's keeping me healthy. That is what's keeping me sane, is being the girl, doing what God put in my nature to do. All right, I got to get ready to run out of here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this does hit whoever's ears it needs to hit, because God has ordained me to do this, and there are plenty of days where I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of these people. I'm an Aquarius. I'm a humanitarian by heart. Like, my heart is humanitarian in nature, but I don't like people like that. Like, it's like a weird combination thing, right? I feel this drive and desire to save the world and save humanity, but then people irritate me. So I'm just all over the place, y'all. I'm all over the place. So God told me to do it, so I'm going to keep doing it. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So have a great day. Thank you so much for joining. And as always, stay open to love.